The Oval Invincibles women won the trophy convincingly in 2021, and their South African superstars are back again. But has their supporting cast improved, or has it declined? Our squad preview coming right up. This is the 100 Club. Welcome. My name is Tom, and I'm joined again by Rich for another of the squad previews for the 100s 2022 women's competition. And today we're going to be covering the Oval Invincibles. If you're new here, welcome. It's great to see you. If you like what we do, hit the subscribe button and you'll get a whole load more previews, news, updates from the competition. And if you're returning, welcome back. It's great to see you back. And hit the like button if you like what we do, because, you know, YouTube values your custom. Rich, Oval Invincibles, we saw them live in the final and we were both quite impressed, weren't we?
Yeah, it was a drizzly, overcast afternoon last August at Lords, wasn't it? And the Southern Brave had rolled into town as the team to beat of the tournament. One hand on the trophy, and then an inspired Marizanne Kapp performance. Basically, ripped the heart out of the batting lineup. 4 for 18 she took that day and propelled the Invincibles to an unlikely victory, you'd have to say.
Yeah, they essentially won 3 eliminators in a row because the last game of the group stages, I think it was the Spirit they beat to get into the eliminators. Then they beat, was it the Phoenix?
Yeah.
And then the Southern Brave in the final. So they got battle hardened, if you like. And let's see if they can continue that in 2022. Let's get the squad up here. Some familiarity, but a new name at the top there in Lauren Winfield Hill.
Indeed, she was at the Superchargers last year. I think she captained the side last year, didn't she?
She did.
So a bit of eyebrow raising that she moved on from the Superchargers, but she's come down, replacing Georgia Adams, I guess, who opened the batting for them last year. And she'll probably open the batting with Alice Cranstone, who was hugely impressive in the Charlotte Edwards Trophy earlier this summer, the women's domestic T20 competition here in the UK. And then ably supported number 3 by England's latest superstar, Alice Capsey.
I can't get enough of how impressive Alice Capsey is right now. The pictures there says it all. The smile has walked into the England squad this summer and appears to, water off a duck's back. Let's put it that way. In the same way, she started the 100 last year in incredible form. She bats, she bowls, she fields amazingly. Incredible maturity from such a young player, right?
Indeed, and we're just excited to see what she's going to be like second time around. At the time of recording, she's had 2 match-winning knocks in a row in the Commonwealth Games. As you say as well, useful with the ball as well. And I think she's really going to cement her place as one of the rising stars of English cricket this summer in the 6 games minimum she plays in the 100.
Yeah, and just 17 years old, incredible. And if that all doesn't work out, then you've got a very experienced and wily pair in Donovan Niekerk and Marizanne Kapp there at 4 and 5 on our rankings. Yeah,
you do. I mean, I don't know if there are question marks still around Donovan Niekerk. She's missed virtually she's missed all of the tour of South Africa to England due to injury. So I don't know if she's 100% fit or not, but you wonder there. On the other hand, Marizanne Kapp has been fantastic throughout, particularly that 150 she scored in the Test match. But in general, it's sort of very high quality all throughout the summer.
Yeah, but has also headed home recently from the Commonwealths due to a death in the family. But on the social media recently, and they're a married couple, so they are coming as a pair, and both of them are top billing in this squad in the earnings stakes as well. They've been very bullish about their availability for the tournament. They've been in practicing together, so they are expected to be there, and they're an important part of this squad's chances in 2022, I would say.
Oh yeah, absolutely critical to it. Van Niekerk was the player of the tournament last time around, top run scorer, and also contributed with the ball as well as with her captaincy.
That is not to disrespect, though, the third South African in that dynamic trio, the extremely fast, certainly in terms of the women's game, Shabnim Ismail, and I'm looking forward to seeing her again after she suffered a few injury worries in 2021.
Indeed. Although this is the interesting one where it comes to the additional overseas pick that we have in the 2200, because the Oval Invincibles have gone with the New Zealand all-rounder Susie Bates, who is in tremendous form. as well. So suddenly you have 4 into 3, which is a maths equation that doesn't work. So you've got the South Africans making it in there, but I wonder whether Susie Bates muscles her way into the starting 11 before the end of the tournament.
Yeah, and I think that might be a call based on pitch conditions even. So Shabnim Ismail is an out-and-out bowler really, and pace. Susie Bates more of an opening kind of batting all-rounder, right-hand medium a bit. So yeah, a good call, but I'd wonder, they might shuffle it based on what they're facing on any given day. And around them, they've also got some really good players in the bowling attack as well. Maddie Villiers goes from strength to strength in my view.
Yeah, I mean, she does go from strength to strength in one sense, but also hasn't had a lot of game time for England in the last year. I mean, this time last year was quite close to being in the first choice 11, particularly in the T20 side, and has missed out a bit recently. I don't think she's featured in the Commonwealth yet, or maybe I'd be wrong about that. So this gives her an opportunity to sort of really stake her claim to get herself back into international recognition.
Yeah, and we've got Emily Windsor in there. She played for the Trent Rockets in 2021, had a decent season. And Kira Chapley, you've got coming in at 9. I didn't really have her in my lineup. What's your rationale with Kira?
I think she's had a reasonable season in domestic stuff. Obviously, a key part of the Southeast Stars team. A young player one to watch, and I think the 100 gives these young players an opportunity to show their ability. So I think I can see her featuring in the majority of the games.
Okay, I had Eva Gray maybe making it, who bowls decent right hand medium, a very consistent bowler. But I think we can both agree that Danny Gregory is probably going to get in there with her leg breaks. Clearly, we had a chat with her last year and see how she gets on again for the Invincibles. Okay, so who else have you got on the bench of interest?
So there was Sophia Smiley came in at a late injury replacement, didn't she? Was it Emma Jones?
That's right. Yeah.
Again, one of these sort of teenage cohorts that seem to be turning up in the hundreds. There's quite a few teenagers who have been playing at various teams, so it'll be interesting to see, how she goes. Of course, we had in the men's competition the young Rayan Ahmed getting a start for the Southern Brave in the opening game. So it'll be interesting to see whether John Batty is willing to give youth a chance and give her some game time in the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, there are some notable losses this year as well, though. They're not going to have Tash Farrant, who's injured and out of the tournament. I think that's a big loss. And also, Fran Wilson won't be there again this year. So, overall, do you think the squad has kept enough of its quality together to be a serious challenger in 2022?
Well, Tash Farrant will be a big miss. She was the leading wicket taker last time round. And the path to victory for the Invincibles last time round was to be very competitive with the ball. They did just about enough with the bat. Obviously, Van Niekerk was solid, got a volume of runs, but didn't get them especially fast. And that meant that they were competitive. And then it was up to sort of squeezing teams with both in the bowling, but also in the field. Sorry, am I boring you, Tom?
No, it's just late at night, Rich.
Late at night. And so she... It's a question of how well they can replace Tash Farrant, I think is the key.
That's a point for me. I'm not convinced that they've improved markedly from last year. Clearly, they were winners. Other teams have got better. I wonder if it might be a bit closer or a bit more difficult for the Oval Invincibles to repeat the trick this year. Well, we could argue about this all night, but I'm clearly tired. Thanks for pointing that out. If you've got a different view at home, then let us know down below, and I will get up and read them, I promise. And if you like what we do, then hit the like button, all that good stuff again. Rich, we've got some more squad previews to do, but maybe, we'll call it a day for that.
Cheers, Tom.